The views expressed on this holiday podcast special are those of the podcasters, any guests, and do not reflect any of the management, employees, sponsorships, or affiliates of thereof.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Do you ever feel alone during the holidays? I've been there before, and it's not a fun place to be, which is why I wanted to create a special for somebody like me back in the day. I just wish I had a listening ear, or maybe even heard stories that brightened up my time or my mood. I wanted that. So here's my gift to you. This is 12 Days of Christmas with me, DreRawka. I got some of my closest friends, and we talk Christmas. We talk about their favorite traditions and new ones as well. I hope you enjoy, and a very Merry Christmas from me to you.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Listen daily with my dad and his friends for 12 Days of Christmas. Only here on Unrestricted.
We made it. You made it as well. Day 12 of Podsmas. Merry Christmas. I am DreRawka. I am the host of the Unrestricted podcast, and this is the final day of 12 Days of Podsmas, or 12 Days of Christmas. And this is a project or a show or a special that I am very proud of. I have done this thing for 3-4 years now. I believe we started at 2020. I believe. I need to go back and check, but it's been a really cool one. I've seen different variations of this show. I've seen a simple idea on a holiday that I like and I love and that is special to me. And I've seen it grow over these last few years, along with you. You've been along this journey as well. And this year, it was a little bit different, right? I feel like there were some challenges. There was some, there's a whole episode that didn't even come out. You know what I mean? So there are some things that I've learned on this process that's going to make 2026 even better. I want to say thank you to everybody that has called into the Santa hotline, the North Pole hotline at 801-449-1158. I'm going to try to keep this number alive and well. So if you're listening to this, let's say in January of 2029 or in November of 2026, regardless on when you're listening to this podcast that will live in the ether forever, I want you to still call it. Let's see if it works. Let's see if the hotline to Santa's North Pole still works. Hell, I might even put your voicemails. You know what? I'll tell you what. Because I'm going to try to keep the hotline open all year long going into next year's holiday season. If you leave a voicemail or a voice note at that number, next year we'll put it into the show. How about that? And it'll be a special treat because I know you're going to forget about it. And by the time the holidays come back around, you'll be listening to 12 Days of Podsmas. And you'll be like, what? I didn't even remember leaving that voice note. Or, oh, I forgot I did that. Yeah, I think that'll be awesome. So again, the phone number to the North Pole, the hotline number is 801-449-1158. Really, really excited for the closure of 2025 and the birth of 2026. I got a lot of things going on for the next 13 days. That's right. We got 13 days until Christmas. But last night, me and my son Tavian, my oldest son, the one that you hear all over this podcast, that's a younger version of him. I was talking to him about that yesterday when I picked him up from school, and I showed him the voice notes or the Santa North Pole messages, and he was like, wow, like I sound super young. I'm like, yeah, you do. You do. You're a child, and now you're a young adult right now. But last night we were at Fierce Fighting Championships weigh-in show for Fierce Fighting Championship 44. That's actually tonight. So if you're looking to get out tonight, go over to the Salt Lake Masonic Temple and come watch some mixed martial arts. So last night we were at the Masonic Temple at the weigh-ins, and I was getting some fighter interviews, right? Just asking them some silly questions for the holidays, you know, like eggnog or nah, is Die Hard a real movie? If you had a 5-on-5 snowball fight with people from the fight community, who's going to be on your team? You know, just fun questions. And at the end of after I asked them their questions, Tavian, aka Rocket Elf, my little Santa's little helper, would give him a candy cane. Because we had to go with the Santa hat. He had his elf hat. I had the Santa beard. He had the candy canes. So afterwards he would say, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Here's a sweet treat for you. And it was awesome. It was awesome. It reminded me on why I love our fight community, why I love these athletes, why I love this sport. As somebody that I don't participate in the sport, but I am such a fan of it. I am such a fan of these young men, young women that put their body on the line for our entertainment. And while they continue to grow in their martial art, there's a couple debuters, and all of them so sweet, man. They're all sweethearts. But there was one guy, and I gotta tell you, this one guy was not a Utah guy, and he was a jerk. I'll tell you more about that on a podcast that's not Podsmas, because Podsmas is about uplifting. Podsmas is about spirit and all the good things is what I want to bring to this show, right? But I really appreciated this time with my son. I love when he comes with me and he gets to learn the production side of things, right? Consciously and unconsciously, he's learning some things, and I know it's things that he's really excited about. As I mentioned before, him and his friends, they want to start a wrestling podcast. Well, seeing Dad ask questions, hopefully that he learns how to ask questions, how not to be nervous, or how to mask your nervousness, and how to roll with the punches, right? These kind of things. So having him right by my side while I do this stuff it means a lot to me.
Merry Christmas, Santa Claus. I want a Mickey Mouse toy, 2 bedrooms, an elevator, and a Barbie, a toy, and a car, like the elevator Barbie toy, and 2 beds for the Barbies, a chicken, and bananas, like the thingies for the table, and then napkins and tables. Thank you, Santa Claus. Merry Christmas.
DCW, Devotion Championship Wrestling, is a love that me and my son hold really tight to our heart. We love pro wrestling, and tomorrow is their 7-year anniversary with Devotion Championship Wrestling. Salute to the owner, operator, and wrestler of DCW, Manny Lemons. He has continued to elevate not only the show, but Utah pro wrestling. And without people like him, Utah would not be thriving in the pro wrestling area. And I just try to do small things to try to help out as much as I can. And I bridged the gap between DCW and FFC, Fierce Fighting Championship. And it was really cool because last night at the weigh-ins, Tavian pointed out on the cage that the advertisement for DCW's show tomorrow is on the cage. So it's just really, really, really cool things that are happening, and it happened late this year, so I can only imagine that going into next year that we will see continued growth, and we'll see just more and more big things happening for both sports, which is really, really exciting. Something else that's exciting is my 7-year-old Amari. He has a school performance. All the parents know about the school performances. Last year, or 2 years ago, our oldest son Tavian, when he left 5th grade, there was a fight. It was a fight at the school. Yeah, while the kids are up there doing their thing, there was two parents that got into it. So hopefully we don't see nothing like that at this school. It's a new school. We haven't been to any type of performance or anything like that at this school. So hopefully everything goes well. I'm excited to see how Amari does with his school performance, because the little man likes to run around. The little man is very active, but he did well at his first school performance with his teacher, and I know he'll do well this time. And so I'm excited to see how he does with that coming up in the next week. Actually, we're about a week away from that. Not only are a week from away from that performance, we're also a week away from school being shut down for, I think it's 2 weeks. I think the kids are out until like the 7th of January. So these kids, they get more and more time off of school. I don't remember having this much time off of school. Maybe I did. Maybe it's just, it doesn't feel like that because we didn't have social media. We didn't have cell phones. We had the most we had was Nintendo. We had Nintendo 64. PlayStation wasn't even around at that time. Xbox wasn't even around at that time. But man, we would get down on some Mario Kart, some Star Fox. We'd get busy on Mortal Kombat. That was on our Christmas list back in the day. Let me get that MK. Dad, I want Street Fighter. Dad, I need that Ninja Turtles. That's what I want for Christmas. Give me all the video games. Then he would just go to Blockbuster. He'll be like, yo, you can have it for the weekend. That's what it was. There was no Pops was on a budget. You know what I mean? You grow up with a single father. He was on a budget. But he made it work. He would go to Blockbuster. He'd hook it up with 2, maybe 3 games. Because Blockbuster at the time, they'd have like a buy 2, get 1, right? So you can buy like 2 movies and you can get a game. Or you can get 2 games and you can get a movie. They did different deals like that. And Blockbuster always had a Papa Murphy's right next to it. Or a Pizza Hut. Or some type of eatery. Mostly it was pizza. But they usually had them right by each other. I don't know if it's because they were owned by the same company. But, you know, as an adult, now hindsight, I'm like, oh, that was genius. Because you get your movie, get your video games, and you can get dinner, and boom, all in one shoot. You don't gotta go nowhere. You just go and get your one thing, get your other thing, and you call it good. Call it a night. So that was typically how my winter or Christmas break went in school was chilling with the homies, playing basketball, and then around 6 or 7 at night, I would either be at one of my friends' house playing video games, or they would be at my house and we'd play video games. Oh, once wrestling games started to come out, like Monday Night Nitro and what was it? WrestleMania 2000. Come on, forget about it. It was dope. You could even create your own wrestlers at the time, and so we would just spend all week just creating wrestlers, doing matches. And then it would get super aggressive on the video game, and then we'd really fight. Yeah, we'd take it outside and beat each other up. Those were the days. What else we got going on this week or this month leading up to Christmas? I mean, we're only 13 days away from the day. Only 13 days. Christmas in Color. We're going to be doing Christmas in Color, a family tradition I've told you about. It's really cool. If you have not went, go get your tickets at christmasincolor.com. It's a drive-through light show that lasts, I would say, probably about 15, 20 minutes maybe. It lasts a pretty good amount of time. You just drive through it. And when we did it for Halloween, we actually had to go twice because the first day they shut it down because of weather. And the second time was perfect. It was a good time. It was cold, but it was a good time. And I just got booked at my favorite neighborhood bar, the bar that I've been DJing at for the past 12 years. No longer than that, because I was DJing there before it was Sue's. But since it's been a bar named Sue, I've been DJing there 12 years. I'll be doing the New Year's party at a bar named Sue, 8136 South State Street. So me and my good friend DJ 150 Proof, Squad 150, we will be DJing over there. I'm excited to DJ with Proof. It's my first time. Is it my first time DJing? No, we've done it a couple times at Sue's, but it's always a good time when I get to DJ with Proof. He makes me a better DJ because he has a whole different style than me, and I mean he has that Long Island style, New York style of East Coast style of DJing, and everybody that I've ever DJed with has always been a West Coast DJ, and there are different styles, and so whenever I get to DJ with him, it's like, oh, that's a cool way you did that. Let me try to implement that into my way of doing this thing called DJing. Really, really fun. So if you are in the Midvale, Salt Lake City Valley, come on by a bar named Sue, 8136 South State Street. New Year's Eve, that's December 31st. I think that's redundant, right? Because New Year's Eve, New Year's Eve is the eve of the New Year. And the eve of the New Year would be December 31st, right? So I don't know why I said that twice. Redundant, but yeah, come on out. It'll be fun. It's going to be a good time. Tell your friends to tell a friend to come on by. I got the Gremlins on the TV right now, and I really never looked at the Gremlins as a Christmas movie, but I feel like there's a lot of those movies that are debatable. Like, we always talk about Die Hard, right? But nah, I think there's a case for the Gremlins. Little Gizmo, aka the first Furby. That Gizmo actually looks like the little boo boo that the kids play with now. That's what he looked like. I was sad to hear that Hot 97's Ebro in the Morning got canceled. That's the thing about working in this entertainment business, is that fourth quarter they always cut. They do budget cuts. They cut a bunch of people. It always happens around the holidays. It always happens this fourth quarter, December, November, October. Around those dates, that's when they like, all right, who's gonna get the shakbash? You know what I mean? Who's gonna cut the monarchy? You know what I mean? Who's gonna get them out of here? And it just happened. And it always happens, like, typically they wait until the holidays. I don't know why, but they wait just right before the holidays, right before most companies go on, like, you know, the little break or whatever. And when I left, it was October. It was late October. It's already been a year since I left radio. And yeah, nobody is I don't want to say safe, but everybody at some point in their radio career will get cut. And Ebro, Lauren, and Peter Rosenberg was just the next people on that list. And I have thoughts on it. I think I will save my thoughts for the actual Unrestricted show. But it sucks to see people lose their jobs on the, you know, during the holidays, and I mean in general anyway, but especially during this time. I don't know why they wait until this time. There should be like severance packages for people in these situations, but who am I? I don't know. But I really do hope that you and your family have a wonderful holiday, have a great Christmas, and don't do anything crazy. Don't do nothing stupid. Like, don't be out there jumping into avalanches. If you're going to go cut down your own tree, make sure that it's not on the side of a mountain. All right? Make sure that if you go and cut your own tree down, you're going on flat land, and you take the buddy with you. You got to have the buddy system if you go and cut your own tree down. All right? The reason why is because if you get stuck, who's going to help you out? You know what I mean? I don't want you to go out there, get stuck, and then you end up a little popsicle. You can't end up a popsicle on Christmas. Yeah, so matter of fact, don't even go cut your own tree down. Just go to a little tree lot. You watch the tree lot movie I was telling y'all about. Go get a tree lot tree, put it up in your house, and call it good. All right? Your tree shouldn't die. You only got 13 days until Christmas, so your tree should stay alive as long as you water it over the next few days. I believe you can keep a tree alive for 13 days. Or just go to the store and get a plastic one. Your boy still got to go do some Christmas shopping. I got to go do some shopping. I got to go hit the stores. I got to go tell people move out my way. I got to go and tell people beep, beep. Who got the keys to the Jeep? Shout out to Missy Elliott. Do you just go to one store to shop, or do you go to many stores, or are you a mall shopper? Let me know. Call the hotline, matter of fact. I know this is the last day for Podsmas, but hey, I might do another one before then. You never know. I might just pop up with a Christmas Day special. You never know. 801-449-1158. How are you shopping? Are you just going to Costco? Are you going to Walmart? Are you going to the mall? You going to Target? Target low-key might be the best place to shop because they usually have a Starbucks in there, and you can just get your little latte, and you can just shop around, get the stuff that you need, check out, and then on your way out, you can get another latte, but you got to add the extra espresso shot now. You went and did all your shopping, now you need some more extra energy. So now you just put a couple more shots of espresso in your coffee when you leave. How about that? Or start off hot, shop, and then leave cold. You know what I mean? Get the little frappuccino. I don't think any other stores have like a cafe in it, right? I mean, Smith's has a Starbucks. Smith's here in Utah is Kroger to other cities and other states. Although I've been hearing all my friends in Texas, they all talk highly about this store called H-E-B, Herbert E. Butts is what the store is called. And I checked out their website. Not gonna lie, it looks like a glorified Smith's. Looks like nothing looks special about this H-E-B that these people be raving about. Go to Costco. Go get your chicken bake. Go get your pizza. Don't fight nobody in lines. All right. Be courteous. That those oodles and noodles will still be on that shelf when you go pack the second time around the aisle. All right. Like, just chill out. Just relax. It's gonna be all right. Don't be out there road raging. Chill out. It's gonna be all right. Unless somebody puts hands on you, just chill out. It's gonna be all right. All right. Okay. I'm gonna wrap this thing up. Day 12 of Podsmas. I am DreRawka, and I really do appreciate you clicking play, sharing with a friend, telling a friend to tell a friend about the show. I will see you most likely within the next couple of weeks. If not, we'll be taking the New Year's off, and we'll be back in January. We'll kind of see how things go out. The studio is in shambles right now. We're doing studio pictures for families. Shout out to my boy Waldo. He's been handling that, so that's been really cool. But I do have plans, as I mentioned, for the new year with the podcast. No major changes, just more professional booking and more professional contracts with acknowledgments, with agreements. That's what I'll say. Because I'll tell you what, I am done recording, and then people hit me up and being like, "Yo, can we actually X that? I don't want that out." All right, so we're gonna be doing agreements where it's like, "Yo, if you come on this show, anything you say can and will be placed on the internet." All right. So if you're not proud of what you're gonna say, then don't say it. Wonder said you get people too comfortable, Dre. People just get so comfortable with you. That's my job. My job is to make people comfortable enough to share their stories, comfortable enough for us to learn about them. It's up to them to censor themselves. All right. It's not my problem if you talk about Aunt Lacey and about how Aunt Lacey gets sloshed every New Year's or every holiday. And now you're like, "Oh, I don't want my auntie to get all mad at me." No, censor yourself. If you don't want it out there, don't say it. Sorry, got a little worked up there for a minute. But yeah, those are the kind of changes I'm talking about in the new year. On the website right now, allrawk.com, ALLRAWK.com. There is a tab for be a guest on the podcast. So I think I'm going to use that a lot more just so I can get more organized with the bookings. Because right now, I'll literally run into somebody and be like, "Yo, what's up, man? Oh, you're a cool dude, man. You want to come on the show?" That's literally how I'm booking guests right now. And then just my friends, right? So I think the more professional route is if you got something that you want to promote or you want to get on the show, you go to the website, you put the little form up. It gives me a little background on who you are and what you do, and boom. I think that's how we're going to be doing it in 2026. So yeah, but you can always follow me at DreRawka, DreRawka on Instagram. That is the handle. So be friends with me. That's how you're going to be able to see all updates and everything of the sort. My little princess Anaya just walked in as I'm wrapping this thing up. Hey, say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
What do you want for Christmas?
I want a Mickey.
It doesn't matter what you want for Christmas. I'm just playing. I love you.
Love you.
How much you love me? How much?
Like 6, 7.
Like 6, 7. All right. I'm gonna get this little goofball out of here. Y'all have the day you deserve. Always protect your light. Merry Christmas to all, and to all, a good night. Peace.